Mes amis qui j'ennuie, ses amis, welcome to Source of Information. Sorry, today is an interesting day. We're trying to get our guest on the line, so we are ready to start as soon our guest comes on. We have Suzella's going to come on, and she's going to introduce herself. So we're looking forward to talk to her, and I guess she is on. Suzella, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Fantastic. Welcome to Source of Information. We had a little hiccup from the start, but now we're good to go.
Okay, perfect.
Suzella, before we start, tell us a little bit about you, what you do. I could do the introduction, but first of all, let me just say Suzella is, I think, one of the best person that I've met in terms of she's working with us at CareMax Medical Centers. So I'm gonna allow her to tell you guys exactly what she does, and she's gonna help us understand Medicare and Medicare Advantage plan by her perspective. She does this every single day, and that's why we love having her at the office. And the people that she has helped has been satisfied thus far. So welcome and source of information. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. As you mentioned, my name is Suzella, and I am an independent licensed agent. I've been in the business of the for at least 15, 16 years. So I am, well versed when it comes to, Medicare information and so forth.
Now, what do you think about, first of all, some of the plans that you're working with, the those added benefits that they came up with that started around 2022, 2023? What do you think of those benefits? And tell us a little bit about those benefits, because they are getting much more fattier than before.
Well, these extra benefits that's being added, to me, it's a wonderful thing that they add these benefits, and in the future, hopefully, they even, add even more, because they help the Medicare beneficiaries in the sense of, especially if their sole income is just their Social Security. So it's good for them to have the extra cushion, to have those extra benefits, especially for someone who has Medicare, Medicaid. They get that extra food card to their insurance that they could, purchase groceries. So, that's a very good thing that they're doing.
Yeah, because earlier while I was in the office, I was overhearing you talking about those benefits, how you're able to pay certain utilities with them. Tell us more about that.
Exactly. Not only that, those benefits does help with the food. They could actually pay, either their light bills, phone bills, and so forth. Even rent. Depending on how they pay their rent, they could actually, if there's some people use, could pay rent with the credit card, because it's a form of a credit card. So basically, they could use it as such to pay their bills.
Okay.
Not all bills, but it could be phone bill, light bill, or rent.
Great, great. And I know that you also help them in other areas, such as applying for um, retirement benefits. You help them with applying for food stamp, Medicaid. Tell us a little bit about that.
That is correct. So typically, once you're becoming Medicare eligible, meaning that you're turning 65, you have a time window that you need to apply for your Medicare, for Social Security income. If you're planning on taking early retirement, of course, you could get Social Security income as early as 62, and then you become eligible for Medicare at 65. So you have a time window to apply for your Medicare. So I do help with that. So it's typically a 7-month window period. You can apply as early as 3 to 4 months prior, the month within your birth month, and 3 months after. So you can definitely, I can definitely assist with that by, going online, help you enroll in your Medicare. Then when your Medicare comes, then you can enroll in a plan. And I also I do all the protocols to see if the client is eligible for Medicaid, will be eligible for Medicaid as well. And then sometimes they do not know what they're eligible for, so it's to have someone that, tag along with them to, verify everything that they're eligible for to see if they can get it. And I help with all that.
That's good. That's good. Tell me a little bit. We talk a lot about early retirement on this show, and today I just want everybody to get a different perspective from another person that's doing it every single day, that's out there, to get a different perspective from a different voice from you. So that's why we appreciate the fact that you agreed to come on today. Tell us, your experience in terms of when you apply for early retirement for different individuals.
I'm sorry, repeat that. You were breaking up a little bit. Sorry about that.
Sorry. We on this show we talk a lot about early retirement, and the reason because of past experiences, how some people like to do the early retirement, some people don't. Tell us some of your experiences when you apply for early retirement for an individual.
Well, if you apply for early retirement, you have the choice. Of course, if you apply for early retirement, the benefit that you would get at full retirement is going to be less. However, it's not that you're going to lose it. It's just that the amount of month that you receive your check is going to exceed to more months.
Exactly.
Right. So, and also, as I stated earlier, you could retire as early as, get your early retirement as early as 62 years old. However, you won't receive Medicare until you're 65, unless you are disabled.
Have you done a disability application?
No, that I have not.
Okay. So 62 you have to is early retirement, and tell us, I think your expertise in the Medicare Advantage plan. I know you work with several Medicare Advantage plan, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so which means that we won't violate any law if we talk about some of these different benefits that these plans have without compromising you, right? The fact that you're an independent agent.
Right.
So to you, this year, what do you see between the different plans? What stand out for you the most on the added benefits that they're offering?
What pans out the most?
Yes.
To me, on the benefits, it's the way the dental coverage are, the food card. That's what pans out the most.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the dental coverage, because I don't think we talk much about that.
Okay. Well, depending on the plan, there's wonderful dental coverage within these Medicare Advantage plans. Depending on what the member in need of getting done at the dentist, they have wonderful coverage. Mm-hmm. There are plans that even cover implants this year. So which is a good benefit.
So how many implants do they cover?
The most between 1 to 2 implants. So, for example, if the member need a total, let's say, for example, 4 implants, they could get the 2 implants this year, and the following year they could get the other 2, because these plans they actually they're year to year. So once your plan starts January, and December 31st, it renews the following January 1st to December. Yeah.
So they get two implants this year, and next year, do you foresee that they may increase the amount of implants that you're getting?
That's the hope, because these plans, year to year, to me, they getting better. So the hope is to have the plans increase the benefit on the dental, because especially when they're doing their, recalibration on how, what is mostly used, what does the Medicare recipients are using the most and stuff. What do they need? What are their needs mostly? So if they notice that the dental part is very important to them, yeah, they're most likely gonna give more benefits towards that. But it's up to them.
In terms of, do you see a great difference in terms of extraction and fillings, for example? Do you see a great difference between the different plans that you work with?
There's big difference, because some plans have a set limit
Okay.
and some plan doesn't. So if you need 8 extractions done, where you want a plan that gives you only 4 extractions for that year, then it's best to look into something that gives you more, because there are plans that gives you unlimited extractions.
So when you sit down with a potential client, in your case, do you how do you manage, since you have different options to offer them? How do you manage that?
Well, you first would want to do a needs analysis,
Okay.
to verify what the person's needs are currently, because each person is different. Each person have their own needs. So I would verify. I have different questions of, what are you looking for in a plan? What is the best that to you right now, that's important to you right now, that you're looking to get done? Are you, in need of a surgery? I have different type of questions that I ask to find out what their needs are, especially. That way I can determine what plan would be best for them.
Okay. That makes sense. Let me ask you this question though. Some patients, well, some of the plans give you more when you have Medicaid, and some or vice versa. Well, without Medicaid, you get less. Do you find that when you compare and those plans that you work with, if the person have the same situation, they have Medicaid, is there one that you're working with that appear to have give more benefits because of the Medicaid?
That is true. Yeah, these plans are different. Some do give you more in one aspect, and you get less on the other part. And yeah, when it comes to the food card, there are plans that give you more on that food card. However, you may get something less from that plan.
Now,
Example.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
For example, there's a client of mine that wanted more benefits. So she was switched to get more on the food card.
Uh-huh.
Right? So she started the coverage very fine, because she was complaining about, she want more. So I'm like, okay, I explained the plan to her, did needs analysis. Just one of the things that's not covered under the food card, she wasn't able to get. She had to switch back to what she had prior. So, it all depends.
Now, the food card, they say that, well, I know that it covers certain food or certain items it doesn't cover. Talk to us more about that.
Correct. It depends on the insurance. Some may cover where you get toilet paper, not only that, you could buy food, healthy food. You can also purchase like cleaning products,
Okay.
house paper towel, toilet papers, soap, and so forth. So one can allow you to do all that, where the other one kind of limit you from doing one of these things.
Right. I didn't know about the toilet paper. I knew about the healthy food. That's interesting. So we're learning
Yeah,
something today.
yeah,
Now,
it's a good.
there was an article I read not too long ago. I don't know if I shared it with you. How the providers are having difficulty. The fact that they have not only increased the meal card, but also they allow you to merge it with the over the counter medications. What's your feeling about that? Do you see them probably in the future continue along that same way, continue to merge healthy meal card and the prescription drug, not the prescription drug, excuse me, the OTC
So
part?
over.
Yeah,
Well, there's some insurance that already merged. It's already merged together.
right. But next
So
year, do you foresee something like that continue happen? Because all the providers are starting to really complaining. I think Humana had lost, had a great loss for this year so far. Do you foresee something like that happen in the future? Continue with the same plan?
it's possible because Humana it used to be separated, so
Right.
it's possible.
305-945-1580, 305-945-1580. I would love to hear from you guys. And listen, if you have a question for Suzella and Creole, welcome to call her. She does speak Creole very well. Very well. So 305-945-1580, 305-945-1580. Let's talk about the over the counter because I I remember a time that we used to. Well, a lot of people used to come to me and ask me about the underpants. We call them underpants now, but back then we call them diapers. They still call them diapers, but I guess the proper term is underpants. That's included. Tell me a little bit more about the OTC, the effect, the how important it is for everyone.
It's actually very important because for example certain medication vitamins are not covered under the Part D prescription portion.
Mm-hmm.
So that extra amount that you get on the OTC that's provided to you, you could purchase those items with it. You know, for example, a lot of people take what is called the baby aspirin.
Yes.
So the baby aspirin is not covered under the Part D of the Medicare Advantage plan. You know.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's not. So you could purchase that baby aspirin with your OTC allowance. You know, vitamins. It's really useful because some insurance has where you could purchase vitamins. Well, most of them have the vitamins in it. You could also purchase Insure, which is a meal replacement, I believe.
Yes.
And you can also get a lot of different products that technically you would pay for. And because you have that allowance, you don't need to pay for that, So that's a good thing that the plan provides to the members.
And I also see a nicotine patch. And normally, when you go to some of those supermarket, when you go in there, the nicotine pack is under lock and keys.
Right, right.
Same as cigarettes. Cigarettes is under lock and keys. It seems like those items are extremely targeted, and so they have to put them under lock and keys. Yet, our patient gets it at no cost to them.
At no cost because of that extra allowance. Yeah.
And now, the fact that also we started to talk about the underpants. Underpants is regularly available for everyone that's under a Medicare Advantage plan. They could actually get a certain amount on a monthly basis, and you save a lot of money. Tell us a little bit about that too.
That's true because a lot of the seniors, the elderly seniors that are dependent on, of those type of products, they could use that to purchase the underpins. I have a lot of our members, my clients that that benefit from that. They order their underpins instead of paying. They actually used to pay out of pocket. When I informed them, I'm like, no, you have over-the-counter allowance that you could use to purchase your underpants. So, you could purchase pads, all that, different type of products. So once you in a plan, if you don't know if you have that benefit, you can call your customer service department and ask about it's called over-the-counter allowance. You could ask about that, and they'll send you either a catalog or tell you how to go by getting those products.
I know one of the things that you do is you actually, from time to time, you sit down with a patient and go over their benefits with them, and especially at the start of the year. Tell us what's the process, how you go about doing that.
Yeah, right. You go over the benefits with the client. However, it's one go in one ear and come out the other. Because I would feel the same way as well. Because if you keep telling them, so what I would tell them is that a lot of the time they forget. They don't know what they have. So I said, hey, I'm here. I'm your agent. Any questions? I understand that I'm bombarding you with a lot of information. I'm also giving you the book you're probably not going to look at. Call me. You have any questions? Call me. Any type of questions I come upon, you call me, and I will give them different flyers that their benefit and that in their plan that they could get benefits fit from. They won't remember, but I would, one thing I like to do is like keep up with my members to let them know what they have in their plan, because a lot of the time they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're eligible for.
Oh, it's very important, and the OTC is very important because I get some of the patients order like 12, 15 toothpaste, and I ask myself, why? There's other benefits that you should be concentrating on getting, like multivitamins that's offered in the OTC. So
yes, and there's also a blood pressure machine.
Blood pressure, exactly. The blood pressure machine is very important.
Very important. Mm-hmm.
Now, all the plans also offer what I silver sneakers. Tell us a little bit about that, how they could utilize that. I know in CAMAX, the silver sneakers, the fact that they come to the clinic for exercise, it's utilized a different way. But tell us overall how they could take how they could take advantage with silver sneakers.
Okay, well, silver sneakers is one of the best component that these plans have, the Medicare Advantage plans have, because it helped the Medicare population stay healthy and active. So by having the silver sneakers, so it's a free membership to a fitness program in a participating gym in your area. So each program have that in it. So if you're not aware that you have that silver sneaker option in your plan, you can always call your customer service department and verify. And it's going to be a gym in your area, a local gym. You probably pass a gym every day and not knowing, and then you probably think about going to the gym one day, not knowing that you don't have to pay for that gym. So, yeah, it's a good program to have, and especially for you to maintain your health.
Exactly. Because I think we take our health for granted as we are young and we get into middle age. The fact that we don't exercise, then as we get in the later age, then we tend to lose muscle mass, and so we lose balance, and then we end up at a stage where we're unable to take care of ourselves at a particular point. So the exercise is very important.
Very, very.
Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying it's very, very important.
Yeah, you'll realize that. Hopefully, one of the reasons that we bring you all these information today, in particular, is the fact that you won't appreciate what we're telling you now, but later on, as you get in your 70s and your 80s, and you start feeling that you have this unbalance, you're unable to walk properly, that's when you would say, "Wow, I should have listened." So, listen now, because then with the exercise, that's one of the great benefits I believe that they offer you, and the fact that you could join any gym, go with your. Oh, I'll let you tell them. How could they do that?
Um, they could join a participating gym. It has to be a silver sneaker participating gym. So majority of the Florida gyms are participating, but to be sure, you have to verify if they are. And you can do, you go there to do your, you don't have to go and lift weights. It could be the same. You go on the treadmill for 10 minutes. You could start off with 10 minutes a day,
Okay.
and then it's, you gradually you'll be there for a month, and then doing an hour for that hour on the treadmill. So for participating in that gym, you just have to call your customer service representative, and they'll do the process of getting you enrolled. I believe you get a number, and then you go to the gym, and then provide that number to that gym for you to become a member.
Okay. Okay. 305-945-1580, 305-945-1580. If you have questions for Suzella, please call now. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to give Suzella some time to get some water, and then we're going to come back in a minute. Listening to Source of Information. We'll be back in a minute.
I love you, Lord, for your mercies never fail me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire.
305-945-1580, 305-945-1580. That was a short break. We want to make sure that Suzella have all the time, and make sure that she's well treated, so we could have her back again. If you call me right now, call me on 305-945-1580, 305-945-1580. We're going to be extra nice to her today, because, one, for the fact that here in Source of Information, when you come, usually it's a friend that comes on, and we want to make sure they treat it properly. Hello, you on the air? Hello, you on the air?
Hello?
Yes.
Good afternoon, Gilbert.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Susan. I don't know her real name, but okay, I'm saying hello to you. Welcome to Source of Information. The thing is,
Thank
with the
you.
card that we having from HealthSun, I know, it's through Medicare. This is, I'm having some problem with this card. It doesn't, you cannot purchase things that you would want. I would say there's certain bread from Walmart you cannot, yes, Walmart. If it's a brand from Walmart, you cannot get that, number one. Number two, even if you try to get cauliflower, I don't know why they They do not pay for cauliflower, which comes in a bag. And there was a time I was having problem even with green beans. And let me tell you about like houses, products, items. Walmart does not accept like if you buy toilet paper, paper towels, like dishwashing liquids and sponges and detergent. They do not allow that, and only Publix are accepting those types of home stuff for for the cleanup stuff. Why is it that this card is one store accepted it, and I went to one time I called the company and they said yes, they have some company. They said it's okay. You could buy you could get let me see gas. The type of gas I thought it was gas that you put in your car.
Okay.
So it was not. I went to Wawa on 44th and University trying to get gas for my car, and the car they denied the card. I went even to Dollar General. Dollar General, they say you could purchase, stuff for your home, like things for your kitchen, let's say paper towels and like the things that I mentioned before. But they did not accept it. They declined it. And then when I went to Publix, that's the only store that accepted the paper towel, the toilet papers, things for your dishes and sponges and deodorized products to clean up your house. Can you tell me why is it that this card does not accept everything that you would want?
Suzella? That's a huge question for you.
I
Yeah.
am angry with this card. I'm sorry, guys. I am angry most of the time. I have to pay. They made
That
you
is a big
pay. I
question.
said, what do you have? Oh, they usually made you pay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier because each plans work differently when it comes to these food cards. So you are going to experience that because of what the plan you currently
All the
have.
time.
Now it is a healthy meal card. So I didn't know. I was not aware that you could buy other product with it. But that's interesting.
Yeah, it used to be. Because mind you, this is even last year. A lot of things that you could purchase this year, you couldn't even buy last year
Okay.
because this is kind of new to these plans, and it's also new to the stores as well. Last year it was upside down because this thing just came out really the most, like people more aware of it last year with the the food card with all the plans. But as far as why the insurance is not covering everything you want the insurance to be covered, unfortunately, I don't have an answer to that.
Well, it may be that certain stores have different agreement with the plan. I think that's what that's what it is.
It could be
Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
right. It could be that because that's the reason why not all stores accept this card. You have to have certain agreement.
Because originally it was Walmart, CVS, and Bravo that was accepting it, and then eventually I think this year they include Publix in there. And I think in most places you'll find in our under what's the proper term? Certain area you'll find a Walmart. Okay. Certain areas you'll find Publix. So those two, I think it's wise that they make sure that those two places is able to accept those cards. Bravo is you'll find Bravo here and there, but yeah, I think the main thing is the fact that they may have a different agreement with one as opposed to the other, and that's why you're having some difficulty on it with it. But my belief is based on what I've read, and so far I think next year they may end up doing away with the meal card. If they don't do away with it altogether, what they may do is reduce it extremely, because remember that's eating away from the amount of money that they give. The plan gives Medicare gives to the plan per year. So now, if they are in the negative, remember they have to make at least 3% profit. So if they are in the negative, then they're gonna find a way to reduce it, especially if the inflation continues to go down. That's my take about it. I don't know what you guys think.
It's definitely possible, but us agents, we won't know any changes until the time comes.
Thank you very much. Yes, go ahead.
One thing is, why is it that I cannot buy, like, let's say, bread, like from the store, the brand from the store? Let's say, went to Walmart, get me a brand from Walmart, They say they don't pay for it. Excuse me, they don't pay for that. And Walmart does not accept to pay for any other stuff that I mentioned before, like paper towels and toilet paper and house short stuff. They do not pay for that.
Okay, now the card that you use is it the card that merged the OTC and
yeah, they have some OTC. Yeah, they
Okay.
do pay different bills. They do pay. I'm glad, thank God that they pay light bills and other stuff. But what is it that I'm trying to get? Not broccoli is fine. Let me see. It was cauliflower. They say they don't want to pay. There's certain items they don't pay for it, and we end up paying it with our own money.
Okay. Are you able to use your food stamp card?
Yes. When that happened, I had to use the food stamp card. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, as always, thank you for your call, and thank you for your questions. And hopefully, it's something that's unfortunately Suzella cannot solve at her capacity. But hopefully, hopefully somebody's listening, and they'll make the necessary change so that it becomes easier. The fact that yes, it was brand new coming out with it when they did a year or 2 years ago. So 2 years ago when they came out with it, not as much people was using it, and then you have an influx of people using it when they start merging it. So hopefully next year they'll be able to remedy that and make sure you don't have much problems in using it. Okay? Thank you
Thank you for your information.
You're welcome anytime.
Suzette, thank you too. God bless
You're
you
welcome.
guys.
Absolutely.
Have a nice Easter. May God bless you.
Oh, yes.
You too.
You too. 305-945-1580, 305-945-1580. I start to say that we're going to take it easy on Suzella so that she could come back, probably not only doing the English version but doing the Creole version. But we get in some call. She's able to answer, thank God. Some hopefully she'll be able to resolve. Hello, you on the air.
Can I speak there?
Yes.
Ok, pou ki sa nou pa di fi, c'est seulement manger kap lan ka achete. Parce que moi-même, moi, kap lan, c'est seulement manger m ka achete avec. Pour ki sa pa use l'autre l'argent pour l'acheter paper towel, et soap, all those things. C'est pour ça kap lan pour l'acheter manger, that's it, manger. Manger, when on talk about manger, manger, on fait manger, PNZ, no problem. No problem. Même pas besoin d'acheter paper towel parce que he said food only till day. I don't know where she find out or she can buy anything. I don't know. So whatever money they give her, she can use it. But this card is the food only.
Suzella, you want to answer that? Suzella?
Okay, yes, I do. Now, Comme te di nan, lem ta pale anvan, il dépend qui plan moun nan genyen. OK? So, si se plan assurance ou genyen, c'est il pas paper la pas include là-dedans, then ou pas joindre ça. OK? Parce que différents plans, différents compagnies. So, genyen nan compagnie, sou gon plan, ou gen food card lan, yes, ou ka achete papier avec. Ou ka achete boss dan, tout place, ou ka bagay sa yo. But please,
Si pilot ka achete avec, that's it. Kebe le ou ban te pou remesi.
excusez-moi?
Non, peut-être parlant, il pas qu'à acheter avec, mais c'est seulement manger. So, c'est pour nous dire, parlant, c'est seulement manger. Il a critiqué 4 ans. Comme programme que le gagne en 4 c'est seulement manger que le cache avec.
Okay.
Pourquoi on est ça?
All right. Basically, yes. Chaque catcher, comme like Suzella just said, they are different cards from different plans, serve different purposes. So that might be the case. Thank you for your call. Hello, you still on the air? Hello? Pedro. So let me reiterate that in Creole. Chaque catcher, you serve you différentes façons. Gain qui, ça qui merge OTC avec meal card là, oui, peut-être ou ka acheter l'autre produit avec. But sometimes we try to do certain things on the card. Yes, it will reject it. If you, for example, you're getting, you go and order a Coca-Cola, for example, they'll decline it, right? Right, Suzella?
Yes.
So
Because before, it's really mostly, the cards is there for products that are healthy food.
okay. So healthy food does. Like I know she mentioned bread, for example. I love Haitian bread. I love Haitian bread, especially with mamba. However, Haitian bread would not be considered healthy, especially for those of you who's diabetic. So I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, Suzella.
So definitely, white bread is not considered healthy.
Okay.
So, yeah, it could be that she may need to select a different type of, like maybe wheat bread to see if that would be covered under her coverage, because it's really, they could get healthy grocery.
I think both callers make. Hello, you on there? Give me 1 second. Both callers make both sense. I think they confuse people when they did merge the OTC with the healthy meal card, and that probably create a big problem. Hello, you on the air?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
It's me. I'm back again. Yeah, but the thing is, what the lady says, it's not really true. The type of card that I have, I think it's much better than hers. We do buy stuff, let's say paper towels, but the thing is, I did get wheat bread, but it was the Walmart wheat bread, and they refused it. They denied it. They rejected it. So I end up paying cash for it. And for what she had said, the lady before that was on the phone,
Right.
her card could be different than ours. Ours does pay for some of your bills. Let's say if you have a light bill, they do pay for that. Water bill, they do pay. So ours could be more different than ours. And we do get like food that are very nutritious. Not that we buy rice and stuff like that. We could buy it, from the food stamp, but that's different. But what I'm saying that I don't know why they rejected when I got broccoli. They said no, they don't pay for it. I say why? The card has to be what with food. They denied me for this.
Okay.
And I don't think, like I said, the lady that called before, she had a different card. Our card is better but there are certain things they do not allow you to purchase.
Yeah,
things that they don't want you to buy.
definitely they're not going to allow you to purchase alcohol. They're not going to allow you
No,
to
no,
buy
no, 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 not
Coca-Cola.
me. Gilbert, I do not drink. Sorry, I have I have an acid stomach and a gallbladder stone. I do not drink these things. No way. But it's just that I don't know why is it that every time when I go to Walmart, I gotta be angry for the things that I cannot buy.
Well, don't.
Why is it that cauliflower is good for your body? Why is it that they do not? I don't know. Is it because it was in a plastic bag and I got it from the freezers? Why is it that they're doing that? And I got mad. I usually call the company. Yes. So, like I said, her OTC card is different from ours. I would say a few things they don't allow, except that Walmart does not accept for you to buy paper towels. I tried that, and when I went to Publix is fine.
Okay.
Publix is great.
Well, let me say one thing. Let me say one thing before you go. We have to take a next call. Try not to allow any Walmart, since we've been mentioning Walmart a lot, to bring your pressure up. So just go in there, do what you have to do. If you can't get it from Walmart, go to Publix and get it.
Yeah, I do go to Walmart.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Gilbert. Yeah, I do go to Walmart. I find that if anybody, any other store like General, the Dollar General is not accepting. I even went to Walgreens to purchase those things. They say no. So I found that, hey, a good shout out for Publix. Hooray for Publix. Good
Thank you.
for Publix.
Thank you very much.
Even though they're expensive, but they're good. They're a lot, you get dishwashing liquid, sponges, other stuff for you to clean your home. Even, you could get bleach. You could get like a laundry soap and even fabric softener. Hey, great for Publix. Okay.
Thank you very much. Suzella, everything that she's talking about now in terms of those products that you're able to get with the card, I didn't know you could. In fact, I think I was talking to your sister. We won't mention her name since she refused to come on the show. So she's going to remain nameless. I had to learn from her that with those cards, you're able to pay certain bills. And that was very interesting.
Yeah, that is correct. So yeah, like she, the person that just spoke, like she said, each plans work differently. So you have to have a certain criteria to be eligible for certain plans. So I'm hearing her, so I already know what she has. So she's not, she currently, what she says is true. She's able to pay her light bill, her phone bill, and also get those products. And I said that earlier. Yes, some of the plans you could get paper toilet, paper towels. You could get house cleaning products. And then not only that, when they send you the card in the mail, the letter that they send with the card, it has a list of things that you could get. Like it shows in a picture of all the things you could get, and it's written as well of what you're allowed to get as well.
305-945-1580, 305-945-1580. Now, I didn't think that we were going to have as a elaborate conversation regarding the OTC. I wonder now if they come out next year and say, well, we're going to lower the OTC because people was not taking advantage of the OTC as much as they are now. So I wonder if they're going to come back next year and say, we're going to lower the OTC, take away the meal card. It was a great thing they did that because now that you have food stamp, you have the meal card, and you could merge it with the OTC, then everybody should be eating healthy, right?
Right.
So let's keep our finger. Well, at the same time, on the other hand, the medical centers are hurting because that money is coming out of their funds. So
correct. And another thing that the Medicare recipients also need to be aware, those are added benefits, which are not. So each plan have to cover certain benefits that's required that Medicare, that's required by Medicare. They have to cover. But these extra benefits that are added, such as it could be dental, the vision, or the extra food benefit card, those benefits could change year to year.
We're going to
So
talk
it's not
about that
something
we're going to talk about that for a second. Hello, you on the air.
Yes, hello, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Moi, je suis en retard, mais je pense que je vais aider moi. Est-ce que si un monde a un parent qui mourit bien longtemps, madame dit à Haïti, madame Vini Konya dit est-ce qu'il y a possibilité pour joindre social Maria?
Est-ce que tu as fait 10 ans de mariage?
Oui. Mais il y a environ 20-25 ans depuis.
20-25 ans.
Mon amour.
OK. Moun qui mourit, est-ce que tu travailles plus que 10 ans aux États-Unis?
Oui.
That's the most important part. Now, if he had, let me translate for my English listeners, and I apologize today. We're merging everything. The listener's question is that apparently an individual had a spouse that was in Haiti. He passed away in the United States, and the wife came to the United States. Whether the wife could access benefits from the husband, while we're talking about survival benefits. So, and the answer is yes, that she'll be able to get 100% of the spouse benefits when it comes down to survival benefits, 100%. But she would have to been married for, I believe, 10 years plus. And she would have to show the death certificate, marriage certificate, and all that. She should be able to get the benefits.
Okay.
Okay?
Est-ce que si moi contacte
yes. You could call me at 95. You want to know if you call me if I'll be able to help him? Yes, of course. You could call me at 954-667-4885. 667-4885.
667
4885. I gotta go. 48 48 Suzella, I don't know if you would like to stay out for the second half. I would love to have you for the second half if we would like to stay. Again, my name is Gilbert Franklin. It's a pleasure for you for us to be here with you today. And thank you, Suzella. You've been a great guest. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.